So now let's take a second to look at the reference page because it can be a little tricky to format. Remember, references are important because you are giving credit to the professionals that you look to answer your thesis question. So the first thing you want to do is make sure you have this handy dandy handout in front of you. When you collected your articles, you should have also collected the information that goes into the reference page. So we're going to go ahead and use this for a pretend article that I wrote to format the page. Okay, so open up your Word document. You want to first center your text, make sure it's Times New Roman 12 again, and type the word references. And I'm going to go down and align to the left. The only time you use center text is really for titles. So if you're using centered text to type the bodies of your paragraph, it's seen as very unprofessional. So let's go ahead and to make this a little bit easier, I'm going to use a fake article. So we're going to pretend that I'm a superstar. So the first thing you want to do is make sure that you put the author's last name. So there's me, S-W-A-I-N, and then a comma, and then my first name is Kimberly. And then you're going to end it with a period. Just as a rule of thumb, after periods, there's always 2 spaces, 1, 2. The next thing I want to do is to type the publication date, and I'm going to do that in parentheses. Parentheses, December 2020, period. 2 spaces. Now I want to insert the title. The only letter that's capitalized in the title on the reference page is the first letter and proper nouns. So the title of this paper is How to Love Your Job! Exclamation point. Then 2 spaces. I want to make sure that I also give the publication title. That's where who published my article, which of course was Harvard Weekly. And for this, you need to highlight and italicize the publication. So then I'm going to unitalicize and put my period, 2 spaces. I need to type the word retrieved and the date that I retrieved it, which was 12/2/2020, period. Oh, excuse me, comma. From, and now you're going to type the URL. The easiest way to do this is to really like copy paste. So when you put it into Kami, you should have copied the URL and then copied it into the document, and then you can just highlight and then copy it into the reference page. But I did not do that because this is a made up article. So www.harvard.com. And that is my reference for that particular article. Well, on a reference page, the second line is always indented. So to do that, you want to go up to your header here and click the tab View. When you do this, you're going to see several items, and you want to click Ruler because this is going to bring up this nice little ruler space up at the top of the page. For the second line, you're going to go ahead and click right here. And then there's like a little hourglass looking thing. So I'm going to click on the bottom one and drag it over. And you see how that moved the bottom line? So it's now indented. So when I go to my next one, it's going to start back at the left. And then I'm going to type my next reference and again, make that second and third line. So if it's even 3 and 4 lines long, you want to make sure that you drag it over. And that is how you do your reference page. If you need more information about the in-text citations, so how to put these citations within your paper, see the APA Why Me presentation that's on this page.